Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Cypher today, bringing you guys Team Builder for week number 2 of the CPL, aka the Competitive Pokemon League. And your Detroit Liepards are going to be taking on the Frenzie Froakies, aka my boy Gekk, also otherwise known as King Gekk, aka the head coach of the nice and powerful Frenzie Froakies. I will leave his Twitter link and YouTube link and his Weebly because he is a graphic artist. Make sure you guys go check him out. Boy makes the cleanest of the graphics. I will leave all those links in the description below. But while you're in the description, going to check out Gekk, make sure you guys first, before you guys go do that, stop in the description below. Go check out my Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram links. All those links are always in the description below. Show them some love. More importantly, if you guys want to see any other series, all the playlists will be in the description below. Go check them out. Like I said, go check out my man's Gekk. Great dude, great content, great artwork, all of that. But today, he's unfortunately going to be my enemy for tomorrow as well as today. So if you guys actually don't know, it's actually, for me, it's Tuesday right now. So it's Tuesday, which I battle him tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So we're battling Wednesday morning. So I kind of actually got this team done just a little bit ago with my boy Pat. Pterodactyl, I'll leave his link in the description below. He helped me build this team this week for my boy Gekk because I was unsure about a lot of things. So let's go ahead and get into the draft. But before we do start the draft, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up down below, as it would be greatly appreciated. But more importantly, if you want to see more Pokemon content, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. If I sound a little tired, it's because I am tired, but I wanted to get this done for you guys. So today, as you guys can see on your screen, we have our draft, which is going to consist of Mega Charizard Y, Excadrill, Hippowdon, Lucario, Slowbro, Goodra, Hitmontop, Venusaur, and Mamoswine. A lot of stuff to hit his team this week, so let's go ahead and jump into my boy Frenzie Froakie, aka, well, I guess my boy Gekk, the head coach of the Frenzie Froakie. Actually, the Frenzie Froakies. But today, he is rocking a very, very powerful draft with Mega Pinsir, Raikou, Empoleon, Kyurem, Cresselia, Chandelure, Dusclops, Nidoking, and Machamp. So, as you guys can see, there's a lot of things on my team that does match up pretty well on his team, but there's also a lot of things that match up with my counters to a lot of things on his team. So it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. So as you guys can see, he has a lot of threats. He has a big wall, as in Cresselia and Dusclops. Those things are some very big walls, so you're going to have to watch out for those kind of things. Mega Pinsir, Raikou, very big wall breakers, as well as Machamp with Dynamic Punch, No Guard. Definitely is going to be a big thing. Chandelure is also going to be a big threat, especially with my Mega, which is Charizard Y. So if he can read the moves that I will be producing from my Charizard, then it's definitely going to suck for me. So it was definitely, like I said, it was definitely a big time hassle trying to prepare for him in at least a sense, especially for the Cresselia, because my team didn't do much to Cresselia. Now, like I said, I do have big switches to Cresselia, such as like Excadrill, Slowbro, Goodra. Other than that, I don't have too many switches because T-Wave is a big thing, as well as Toxic, the Toxic Moonlight set. That's going to definitely be a big thing. I definitely want to watch out for that because, like I said, he has one of the biggest wall breakers in the game. Then he has one of the stalliest Pokemon in the game. I wouldn't say stalls, but walls, I would say, in the game. So, but like I said, he has a lot of wall breakers, a lot of defensive mons, and then a lot of fast mons as well. So, as you guys can see on top, you will see who I think my opponent's going to be bringing. So we're going to go ahead and hop into that. So today, I have a little sticky note, actually. I don't have it up, so let me go ahead and find it. Hopefully it pops up. Will you pop up for me? Yes, it does pop up for me. So actually, I might even be able to bring it over. So, yeah, here it is. So, as you guys can see on your screen, I do have a sticky note of who I think he's going to bring. So, here is a sticky note of who I think he's going to bring, which is, I just said that twice, I don't know why, but I think he's going to be bringing Mega Pinsir, I think he's going to be bringing Cresselia, I think he's going to be bringing Raikou, Empoleon, Nidoking / Dusclops. It's kind of a toss-up for that one. And then last but not least, Chandelure. So, let's go ahead and go into reason why I think he's going to be bringing that, and then we'll go into my team and we'll, kind of like give a reason why I think we're going to counter it. So, I think he's going to be bringing Mega Pinsir. Only reason I do say that is I do have a lot of ground-type mons. Now, you're probably wondering, Cypher, if you're a ground type, you kind of wall that thing. That is true, but there are mons that do not want to take a hit, such as Excadrill or my, what's his name? My Excadrill and my Mamoswine. Those definitely do not want to take a hit from the Mega Pinsir, especially at close combat. So I kind of have to play around Mega Pinsir very lightly, but we do have a mon that does wall the Mega Pinsir. So the only reason I do feel like he's going to be bringing Mega Pinsir is so he can kind of get some immunity to my ground typing, because I do have a lot of ground types. And also Mega Pinsir, like I said, it's a big wall breaker. It defeats Goodra's big, it defeats a lot of Goodra's purposes, such as being very physically weak, if you want to say. But like I said, it defeats my Mega Venusaur. I keep saying Mega Venusaur. Can I just get in my head that it's regular Venusaur? It defeats Venusaur. It defeats Hitmontop. It defeats Goodra. It can definitely defeat Slowbro. Lucario, it just straight up beats. It honestly just manually beats everything on my team that I have in my whole draft. So that's kind of like a reason why. And if he does get a Swords Dance up, that's going to be very scary to my team. So I definitely wanted to bring some walls that can kind of check Mega Pinsir. But like I said, Mega Pinsir I just feel like it's going to be coming just because it's a big wall breaker. And if it can get to +2 quick attack, my team's looking a little bit in trouble. So next we do have Cresselia, who I think he's going to be bringing. Cresselia, for a reason why I think he's going to be bringing, is just because, like I said, it's a very big wall. It can kind of stall out a lot of my Pokemon, such as Charizard. Even in the sun, it can't do much. Excadrill's kind of a switch into it, because we can take a T-Wave if he does pack it. It doesn't get toxic as well, so that's 2 statuses right there it can't hit me with. So that's actually really, really what I wanted. But like I said, granted, he can actually set up a lot of Calm Minds on my team if he does have it. I'm very curious of what kind of set he'll bring with Cresselia, just because if he does bring Cresselia, we're gonna have to try to play around it. I do have a couple things to check the Excadrill. I'm not the Excadrill. I have Excadrill. I have a couple things that can check Cresselia as long as I can get them in there safely. So, like I said, I think he's gonna be bringing Cresselia. I do think he's gonna be bringing Raikou. Now, his Raikou, I have a big feeling that he's going to choice Scarf. The reason why I feel like he's going to choice Scarf the Raikou is because it basically beats out my Mega Charizard Y. Now, granted, I do have Excadrill, Hippowdon, and Mamoswine, who can eat up a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt. But like I said, this thing gets Hidden Power Ice, and granted, Hidden Power Ice for Mamoswine I can kind of eat up. Hippowdon won't want to eat it up so much, and then Excadrill can kind of heat it up. But like I said, Aura Sphere is definitely going to be a thing for Mamoswine as well as Excadrill, so I kind of have to watch out for that, because Aura Sphere from a Raikou is definitely going to do a lot of damage. Like I said, sorry if I sound tired. I'm like, what, 3 a.m. right now, so I'm just trying to record this. So like I said, Raikou is definitely going to be a big threat. Next, we do think he's going to be bringing Empoleon. Only reason, actually, I know for a fact he'll be bringing Empoleon. Here's 3 reasons why. 1, it gets Scald. Scald hits Charizard Y. It hits Mamoswine. It hits Hippowdon. It hits Excadrill. It hits Lucario at a decent rate. Slowbro can eat it up. Goodra can eat it up. But Hitmontop, if he does get the burn on it, or Venusaur, if he does get the burn on it, it kind of walls. It really walls a lot of my team, especially if he runs a special defensive one, or even a physically defensive one. It's definitely going to do a lot of damage to my team. So like I said, it's Scald Heavy is going to be big. Number 2, he's a Stealth Rocker. It's his only Stealth Rocker on the team. So that's really why I feel like he's going to bring it, especially with the Mega that I have, which is Mega Charizard Y. Stealth Rockers are going to play a big part of this team. Now, granted, he could bring... I don't know. He could bring Stealth Rock on Nidoking if he wants to. It's just I've never seen it ran. Now, like I said, he could run. In fact, if he wanted to, Toxic Spikes Nidoking, maybe like a Toxic Spikes Venom Drench set. That'd be pretty interesting to see. But like I said, I gotta stay away from me saying a lot of words. But like I said, Nidoking, Empoleon, they could bring some type of hazards. I don't know what he could really bring for that. Empoleon is just kind of like one of those things in my head where he's kind of like getting, damage. But last but not least, so the third reason why I feel like he's going to be bringing Empoleon is going to be for the defog, because he's going to want to keep his rocks away, especially for his Mega as well, because Mega Pinsir does not want to take rocks, as well as Chandelure. And also potentially breaks Focus Sashes on a lot of Mons on his team. So that's kind of why I feel like he's going to bring Empoleon, just for the defog, Stealth Rock, as well as the water typing for my team. So next, I did have a toss-up between Nidoking or Dusclops. I kind of leaned more Dusclops, but then I got to kind of like lean more against Nidoking. I really couldn't tell. So I kind of just threw both of them on this list and then prepared for both of them in the same sense. So definitely a big check for them is going to be my Mamoswine with knockoff for the Dusclops as well. If he wants to burn me, that's fine, because then I can, kind of like switch Charizard Y. In fact, if I, play my cards right with that, or if I could switch into Goodra or Slowbro, or Venusaur for that fact. Any of those mons I can kind of switch into if he does have Will-O-Wisp or Pain Split or anything. Pain Split. So, and then Nidoking is kind of like one of those mons where I feel like it's going to bring, because if he choice Scarfs it, Earth Power is just all day. Or if he wants to pack Rock Slide on his Nidoking as well. So Nidoking's a big wall breaker versus my team, because if you take a look at my team, Charizard Y, Excadrill, Hippowdon could potentially be hit in a sense if he runs Ice Beam, Lucario, Earth Power, Slowbro, Thunderbolt. Granted, we will eat up a Thunderbolt from a Nidoking if we do run, Slowbro. Goodra, he doesn't hit too much, but the thing is he has Mons in the back that can annihilate my Goodra. Hitmontop, like I said, he has Mons in the back that can annihilate Hitmontop. Venusaur, obviously, he could be running Flamethrower. Earth Power is going to hurt like a bitch. And then last but not least, he does have Mamoswine, which he could just wall every day of the week with an Earth Power. So that's why I feel like he's going to be bringing Nidoking / Dusclops, because Dusclops is another defensive mon. Going alongside with the Cresselia and the Empoleon. Like I said, Empoleon does get Roost as well, so that could be some reliable as recovery, as well as Cresselia's Moonlight. So it's kind of like one of those things where he could bring Dusclops to bring that extra defensive power, or he could bring Nidoking to bring that offensive pressure. I'm not sure. I guess I just got to play it by ear on the match. So, and the last one, at least, I do feel like he's going to bring Chandelure. Only reason I feel like he's going to bring Chandelure is because Charizard Y is a very big threat to my team if it is special. So if he brings Chandelure, he can easily catch my Fire Blast, Overheat, Heat Wave. He can catch all of those within a pinch, and then all of a sudden he can deliver something back if he's Choice Scarfed, or if he's Specs, or Life Orb, or for God knows why, Focus Sash, I don't know. But yeah, basically Chandelure's kind of there, and he can also actually hit my Mamoswine if I'm not Thick Fat. He can also hit my Excadrill, he can hit my Venusaur, he can hit my Slowbro, he can hit, what else? He can hit the Lucario, Energy Ball on Hippowdon, he can actually hit it with. So there's a lot of things he can hit with Chandelure. Granted, it kind of depends what item he has on his Venusaur, his Chandelure. So that's what I think he's going to be bringing. Let me know if there's any, anything else you can see within his draft that he could bring against my team. But more important, let's go ahead and drop into the team builder. So today we do have Baby Snoots, the nice and powerful Mamoswine with the Expert Belt with the Thick Fat ability with Knockoff, Ice Shard, Earthquake, and Superpower. 252 in attack, 4 in special defense, and then 252 in speed with a Jolly Nature. Now, Baby Snoots this week is because we're running an Expert Belt set just because all 4 of these moves hit a mod. Superpower specifically for the Kyurem, just because Kyurem is one of those mons that does wall Mamoswine just a little bit. Earthquake is going to be for the Earthquake Stab, and it does hit things such as Nidoking. It hits things like Raikou, Empoleon, Chandelure, Nidoking. So that's kind of why I'm running a Expert Belt, just to kind of like get that extra little damage. And I didn't really want to run a Life Orb because I want as much health on my Baby Snoots as much as I can get. And the next we do have Knockoff, because Knockoff is gonna hurt like a Banshee to his team if he does bring that set, like those set of mons. And last but not least, we do have Ice Shard, because we do want to get an Ice Shard, priority Ice Shard as well, because we can live 1 quick attack from a Mega Pinsir, as well as we can live anything the Nidoking wants to deliver, because obviously we bulk like that. So we're gonna get an Ice Shard as well as priority Ice Shard. So say if we do have a Nidoking under like half health or something, or maybe at half health, maybe even 75%, we can easily Ice Shard and outspeed that thing if he is Scarfed, because more typically in League format they are Scarfed. So that's gonna be Baby Snoots this week. Like I said, he's basically, I built this team around Mamoswine, and then we kind of like delve into it. So next we do have Outskirt, the nice and powerful Hippowdon, holding the Rocky Helmet, because like I said, I needed to switch for Mega Pinsir, and this is my Mega Switch. This is my Mega Pinsir switch right here. This Pokemon right here with the big old nostrils called Outskirt. He is going to be holding the Rocky Helmet with the Sandstream ability of Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, Roar, and Slack Off. 252 in HP, 4 in attack, and then 252 in defense with a Impish Nature. Now, the reason for the moveset, Stone Edge is to in fact hit back the Pinsir. I was going to run Rock Slide, but I kind of decided I didn't need Rock Slide, but it does also as well as hit Chandelure. It can hit hard on Raikou. It does hit Kyurem in fact as well, so it's just kind of like there because it's a very hard hitting mon, and he has a lot of things that can negate Earthquake, such as Mega Pinsir as well as Cresselia. So I kind of like wanted to even Air Balloon Chandelure if he really wanted to, so I kind of stuck away a little bit from the Earthquake play and kind of went for the Stone Edge. So next we do have Stealth Rock, because we do want to get our Stealth Rocks up, because like I said, Mega Pinsir is walled, and this actually, Mega Pinsir comes out and we switch into Hippowdon. That's perfect reason to set up Stealth Rocks if he does pack Defog Empoleon. So next we do have Roar, because if we can catch any Mons basically, such as Chandelure or Mega Pinsir into the Stealth Rocks and break Sashes, or even just get quarter damage off, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it every day of the week. It just does a lot to his team. And last but not least, we do have Slack Off, just because we do want to keep this guy alive for the Mega Pinsir as well as his physical hitter. So that's going to be nice and powerful Hippowdon this week. Next, we do have Extra Drill, aka Extra Trill, holding the Life Orb with the Sand Rush ability, because it's going to be a sand battle with the Hippowdon, helping get the sand up, and then we're going to outspeed everything. So this week we're running Rock Slide, Earthquake, Rapid Spin, and X Scissor with 252 in attack, 240 in speed, and 16 in special defense. 240 in special speed, just because if we run 240, it does outspeed Raikou, and that is his fastest mon on his squad this season. So if we do get 240 in the 240 speed in the sand, then we do outspeed a Choice Scarf Raikou. So we're going to be holding the Life Orb this week, because we want to get that extra little damage. And then we have Earthquake, Rock Slide, Rapid Spin, and X Scissor. Like I said, I built this team with Pat, and his playstyle really kind of fits mine, because he thinks outside of the box with moves. So that's going to be, I don't know why I'm loading right now, but either way, like I said, that's going to be why I'm running Earthquake and Rock Slide, because like I said, Rock Slide does hit the, it hits the Chandelure, and it hits the Mega Pinsir. So that's, Rock Slide's definitely going to be a must. Earthquake, Stab, and it's going to do a lot of things. Now, granted, I'm not Mold Breaker, so I can't hit the Cresselia, which is fine, because we are rocking X Scissor. So at least, you know, if we get into a stall war, we can at least bring Extra Drill with the X Scissor and at least get about 30 to 35%, which, like we said, we can wall that thing every day, because Psychic's not going to be doing much. Psyshock is definitely not going to be doing much. Moonblast isn't doing shit to us, so that's kind of like why I ran X Scissor, just because I want that super effective damage for that thing. But as well as X Scissor does hit, actually I don't think it hits anything really. Yeah, it doesn't hit much on his team at all. So that's why I'm going to be running X Scissor, and then again Rapid Spin, is so we can keep Charizard as healthy as we can, as well as, you know, not take any more damage than we need to with any other mods. So that's going to be Extra Chill this week. Next we are running Charkeisha, aka the Mega Charizard Y, with the Blaze ability with Earthquake, Flare Blitz, Dragon Dance, and Roost. 16 in HP, 252 in attack, and then 240 in speed, with a nice and powerful Jolly nature as well. So that means Baby Snoots is Jolly, I believe, as well. So actually, are you Jolly? Yeah, he is Jolly. So we're running Charizard Y physical this week, because me and Pat kind of came to the conclusion that if we get to +1, his bulky mons we 2-shot automatically, his feral mons we automatically 1-shot. So we're running 240 in speed, because we are going to outspeed, I believe. We're gonna actually outspeed the no. What was it? I think it's Kyurem. I think we did enough speed to outspeed a timid. I believe a timid Kyurem at max speed. So because that was kind of like the thing that we're coming closest to. So we kind of sped crept that thing, because we're not gonna outspeed Raikou, we're not gonna outspeed Mega Pinsir, just no way possible. So we were like, you know what, we have to speed creep the next best thing, which is going to be the nice and powerful Kyurem. So we're doing Kyurem this week. Like I said, if we get one Dragon Dance up, then we can actually outspeed a Choice Scarf Raikou, which is actually pretty perfect. So like we said, Earthquake is because Earthquake does a shit ton to his team, except for Cresselia. But if we get one Dragon Dance up, Flare Blitz actually does 60 to 70%, so we're actually pretty okay with that. Dragon Dance if we get the chance. So there's a lot of mods on his team I can actually set up on. One being Empoleon. Empoleon's a perfect setup for that thing. Dusclops is going to be a pretty great mod, because he can't T-Wave. He doesn't even get T-Wave. He gets Pain Split, and then he gets Pain Split, and he gets the what is it? I mean, he can taunt us if he carries it. That's fine. But like I said, Dusclops gets Pain Split and Will-O-Wisp, and we don't get affected by Will-O-Wisp, and we have Roost for if we get low in health. So like I said, that's going to be a reason why we're running Earthquake, is it does hit a lot of mons. Dragon Dance, so we can set up Flare Blitz, so we can hit everything. At least 2-shot the bulky mons, 1-shot the frail mons, or we could 1-shot bulky mons with 1 Dragon Dance. And then we do have Roost for the recovery. Jolly Nature, like I said, 16 in HP, 252 in attack, and then 240 in speed. So next we do have Sploodra, aka the Goodra, holding the leftovers with the Gooey ability. Now, you're probably thinking in your head, what the hell is this cancer set? Well, this cancerous set that I'm bringing to you guys right now is actually something that is specifically for one mon. Well, not one mon. It takes on a lot of mons, but this particular set is for one mon. Like I said, I have a mon in mind that takes on Cresselia, and that is going to be Gudra this week. Now, granted, if he does pack Psyshock, it is going to hurt a little bit if he does. But if he runs, well, actually, Moonblast hurt a little bit too. So, like I said, this thing is more so for the Cresselia if he doesn't, if he runs kind of like a, I guess I don't know what kind of set he could run. Basically, this thing is just to whittle it down, even if he wants to Moonblast or even Moonblast, or in fact hit us with a Psyshock. So we have the GUI ability with holding the leftovers with Infestation, Toxic, Rest, and Sleep Talk. 248 in HP, 252 in defense, and 8 in special defense with a bold nature. Actually, I'm sorry, if he wants to hit us with a Psyshock, it's not going to do much. So basically all he has to hit with us is going to be the Moonblast. So Infestation locks Cresselia in, which is extra damage right there. We get the Toxic off unless he has, what was it, Refresh maybe? I think it might be Refresh. Now, Lunar Dance is going to be pretty good, but pretty bad at the same time, because then he can heal up any mon. And if he gets to heal up his Mega Pinsir after Gudra's gone, or even my Hippowdon, it's going to be kind of bad for us because we don't have any checks for that thing. So we're definitely going to have to try to outspeed and live one quick attack with Baby Snoots. But more important, like I said, this set specifically is for mons that can get hit by the Toxic. So Empoleon's going to be a no-go with this guy. As well as Nidoking's going to be a no-go. But other than that, like Dusclops, Chandelure, Cresselia, specifically for Cresselia, because me and Pat are like, yo, this set annihilates this Cresselia. So that's kind of why I'm bringing it. Like I said, it does wall a lot of mons, but it does not as well. So that cancer set is going to be for Gudra this week. And then last but not least, we do have Paul, aka the Slow Bro, holding the Assault Vest with the Regenerator ability, Fire Blast, Scald, Shadow Ball, and Psyshock with 248 in HP, 252 in special defense, with 8 in special attack with a Calm Nature. Now, this week for Paul, he's going to be running the Assault Vest because he is going to be our special defensive wall. Fire Blast is 1 for a lot of mons, because if we get the Sun Up with Charizard Y, Fire Blast is going to be doing a lot. 2, Skull does a lot. If we get a burn, that's going to be a perfect. Shadow Ball for a lot of mons, such as Chandelure and I believe Dusclops, because Dusclops does get little walled. Skull's going to be for Nidoking. That's kind of like why I put those two moves there, because I couldn't debate those two, because I was going to run a T-Wave, what was it? A T-Wave Scald, T-Wave Scald, Slack Off, and some other set. I was going to run some off the wall set, but I decided to go Shadow Ball Scald with the Assault Vest because I couldn't decide which move to put on them, so I just brought both of them. And the last one, at least, we do have Psyshock for Stab, and it actually hits hard on a lot of his mons. So, like I said, 248 in HP, 252 in special defense, 8 in special attack, Calm Nature, Assault Vest, and that is going to be Paul this week. So that is a squad for you guys. Sorry this is very long, but we're going to have 2 uploads this day, hopefully as scheduled. So if you guys enjoyed today's team builder for the Frenzie Froakies, make sure you guys definitely hit that thumbs up down below. It's gonna be greatly appreciated. More importantly, go ahead into the description below and go check out my boy Gekk, aka Gekk. Go check out my boy Gekk. I am just off the wall tired. Go check out Gekk. Does some amazing artwork as well as nice and powerful YouTube videos. So go check him out. Twitter, YouTube, GFX portfolio will be in there. More importantly, head into the description below. Check out my links as well as any previous series you guys want to check. We are 1-0 right now, as well as Gekk, because he did defeat Aura week 1. So hopefully we can come out with this W. And because if we do get the W, more than likely we make it to the bracket round, which is going to be amazing, because I'm actually trying to win this before Sun and Moon comes out. I'm actually like trying. So again, if you guys enjoyed, hit that thumbs up down below. It's going to be greatly appreciated. But more importantly, hit that subscribe button, because we are always looking for new subscribers to join the block party, as well as you guys want to see Pokemon content on your timeline. But I will catch you guys in the next video. So please have yourselves a great morning, night, evening, day, wherever you're at. I'll talk to you guys later, and I am Sleepy Boy here. Will catch you guys later. So please have yourselves a great morning, night, evening, day, wherever you're at, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. What is crack, cuz? See you.